After the gruesome gang rape that happened last Sunday, the government, of course, is under tremendous pressure to act and act urgently in this case. Now, what we understand at this present point in time is that the Union Home Minister has come out and promised a series of steps to instill confidence among the city's residents. Shinde, in a suo motu statement in Parliament, had actually early on promised immediate crackdown on all buses and commercial vehicles with tinted glasses and curtains. He promised that all such vehicles would be impounded immediately. Exactly a week later, Headlines Today's cameras reveal how those were just empty promises. Take a look at pictures on your television screens now. When Headlines Today's crew went out on a reality check on the streets of Delhi, we found several private buses plying freely on with tinted glasses, not impounded as was promised by the Home Minister a week ago.
An immediate crackdown on the buses, commercial vehicles having tinted glasses and curtains, and all such vehicles be impounded immediately. Number 2, all commercial vehicle buses shall be directed to keep their lights on during the night while plying on the roads of Delhi.
But here's the biggest shocker. The violators are not confined to the common man but also extend to VIPs meant to protect the law. The vehicles on the screen belong to government officials. Yes, you heard that right. These vehicles with curtains on their windows or the ones with dark tints were found parked outside government offices, very much in service. Even vehicles belonging to the Delhi Traffic Police were found violating the restrictions put in motion by no less than the Union Home Minister himself. The pictures that you just have seen beg the question, was the concern by the government and the Union Home Minister a mere ploy to soothe tempers at that point? The evidence provided by Headlines Today clearly points out that the Home Minister's diktat has failed even the most basic test of intent. 96 hours after his words promising action, the Home Minister seemed to be living up to his reputation of being ineffective. Just words and no action on the ground. Is this how you plan to make Delhi safe for women, Mr. Shinde?
More than a week after the ghastly gang rape and a slew of assurances later, a status check by Headlines Today reveals that directions pertaining to tinted glass and curtains in vehicles are not being implemented. The fact that defaulters largely belong to government class clearly goes to show that the will perhaps is still not there. With Jagmohan Batola, Jugal Purohit reporting for Headlines Today.
All right, after Sushilkumar Shinde in Parliament made these promises that there'll be a crackdown on buses with tinted glasses, with curtains, even the government officials' vehicles are not complying with those orders. 96 hours after Sushilkumar Shinde promised to remove tinted glasses and from the vehicles, saying that such vehicles will be impounded, we've gone to government offices and seen that vehicles parked outside government offices are themselves flouting these norms. Jugal Purohit, our correspondent, has been getting us all the latest details on that story. In fact, he was the one who went outside some of these government buildings and found cars parked with tinted glasses. Jugal, really shocking state of affairs that not even the government officials are following the diktats of the Home Minister.
Okay.
Jugal, are you there with us?
Yeah, I can hear you, Maha.
Jugal, absolutely shocking state of affairs here that leave aside private vehicles, even the government vehicles are not complying with the orders of the Home Minister.
That's right, Maha. In fact, the whole genesis of our status check actually came from the fact that while in the aftermath of the incident, a slew of measures have been initiated, and the Home Ministry, the Home Secretary, as well as the Delhi Chief Minister and the Commissioner of Police have all made grand announcements, all of which are in the nature of laws amendments which will happen in future. However, the only thing which was to immediately happen was this aspect that we probed, which is basically pertaining to tinted glasses and the use of curtains. The shocking aspect is not just that the buses, commercial buses plying on the streets of Delhi are still sporting tinted glasses and curtains in several cases. These buses that we saw were in the heart of Delhi, not on the outskirts of Delhi, but also the fact that there are several VIP cars belonging to the government which till now are sporting tinted glasses and curtains. Remember, there is a Supreme Court order to the effect which says that the tinted glasses must be pulled down and that nobody can sport these tinted glasses. However, we saw several cars belonging even to junior officials sporting tinted glasses and curtains, clearly going to show, Maha, that if the government indeed is serious, it needs to do its own homework before it can start impounding commercial vehicles, which it has been doing for some time. Its own officials, its own cars are sporting these tinted glasses, which are not permissible according to the Supreme Court, and also are not in spirit with what the Home Minister and several other authorities had assured the nation will happen. Maha?
Jugal, what were the other promises that were made by the government in the aftermath of the gang rape incident, and has the government been at least living up to some of those promises?
Well, Maha, yesterday we had Headlines Today had put out a survey of several women in and around Delhi, which said that many of the promises that the government made, which actually also pertain to aspects like increasing the number of night transport buses from the Delhi Transport Corporation, also posting of men in several of these public transport buses. These are all measures which the government has announced, and they will take place in the due course of time. So what we have right now on the ground are measures which say that vehicles with tinted glasses and curtains, especially the commercial ones, will be impounded. But as you just saw, and as we saw to our horror, that several such vehicles continue to ply not just on the outskirts of Delhi, but mind you, in the heart of Delhi. So this goes to show that the Delhi police, the traffic police, transport department, they all need to pull up their socks and ensure that this order is implemented. The fact that it isn't and such vehicles are plying clearly flies in the face of all the claims which are being made by the government in trying to assure the citizens, especially women, of their security. Also, Maha, as I said, the government needs to first set its own house in order. We saw several vehicles which were sporting tinted glasses parked right in the heart of Delhi, several officials using such vehicles. Clearly, the government will have to explain that of all the measures that are going to happen, this is the first one which had to happen immediately, but yet we saw what is happening. Maha?
Well, really, Jugal, and people, especially women, are running out of patience with the promises that are being made by the government but not being lived up to.